Passive income is the money you earn from activities in which you have no active or direct involvement. It is a means of earning money that requires little to no effort. To put it another way, you get rewarded for doing almost nothing. And as strange as it may sound, many people have passive income streams, and some even survive solely on them. This is the 4-hour workweek way of life. You can travel the world and have a good time doing almost nothing. So, you can only achieve this ideal lifestyle only after months or years of hard work. And anyone who promises you that you can earn $1 million passively in months with no effort is lying to you. Most so-called gurus who tell you differently aren't even millionaires, yet they're trying to educate you on getting rich. So for today's video, I'll show you exactly how to build a passive income in 6 months with no initial investment. It may be hard to believe, but you can do it if you follow the rules, work hard, and stay focused. There are other methods for generating passive income, and real estate and dividends are not the only options. As not to provide you with generic advice, I'll stick to one way that I believe is more versatile. Here, not everyone must become an investor, and not everyone must enter the e-commerce industry. There are various ways to get there, and now I'll reveal one of them to you. Welcome to Thrive-tastic. If you're new here, why not hit that subscribe button and join our community? And as always guys, give this video a thumbs up for that YouTube algorithm. Service business. This isn't your typical e-commerce or dropshipping business. It's something unique that only a few people talk about, but you should consider. Choose a skill that you can provide remotely. This may be anything from video editing to design or even copywriting. It is entirely up to you to select a skill that you are already familiar with or have some amount of experience with. We'll use copywriting as an example, but you may utilize any skill you choose as long as you can offer it virtually. This implies you must be able to accomplish everything online, from locating the client to delivering the final output, without having to meet anyone in person. This will assist you in developing a remote firm with remote staff, and you'll see why. After choosing a certain skill, hone it for 30 days. You can't be an expert on that skill within that time frame, but you don't have to be one. All you need is a fundamental understanding of how that skill works and how to tell the difference between an excellent and a low-quality product. In the case of copywriting, you should be able to write basic and effective copy as well as comprehend what goes into making a good copy, but you don't have to become an expert at it. For those who are unfamiliar with it, copywriting is a type of writing with the purpose of marketing or advertising that aims to persuade particular readers to take action. For instance, buying a certain product. Anyway, the goal is to be able to provide that skill at the entry or intermediate level. You have around 30 days to complete this, and you can certainly do it for free online if you're prepared to do your research. If you're unsure where to begin, start by researching random topics related to that discipline, then dive deeper and deeper over time. For example, if you want to improve your copywriting abilities, you'll start with a Google search for how to create good copy. You read it only to discover that you have no idea what a CTA is or how to capture people's attention with words. So you look up CTA and discover that it stands for Call to Action. But because you don't know what it takes to create a solid CTA, you hunt for it. Have I made my point? You simply need to keep looking for the missing pieces until you can think of anything else that is unclear. If you reach this point before the 30 days are up, you should pick up a book, read it, and then look for other things within your expertise that you don't fully grasp. Then keep researching that. I suggest you should spend at least 2 hours every day learning. And the more you learn, the more likely you are to succeed after the first phase. Next is to become a freelancer. For the next 3 months, you will sell that skill to the market to the best of your ability. To do so, you will need some time to become accustomed to the procedure and get into the habit of dealing with people. You can certainly use freelance services such as Upwork, Freelancer, and Fiverr, but there are numerous other ways to find your first clients. We'll go over them in a moment, but first, there's something important you should know. You are risky as a newcomer in your field. You pose a risk to your clients. Why? because you're asking them to commit to paying you despite your lack of experience. This makes it far more difficult for you to guarantee outcomes or be trusted. As a result, previous work, samples, and so on will be requested. If you don't already have any samples, I strongly encourage you to make some. For example, if you're a copywriter, you should create some fictitious product and write copy for them. Then you can create a full, clear example and include it in your portfolio. It's not that difficult. Social proof is another effective way to reduce your client's risk. This is genuine feedback from your previous clients who rave about how amazing you are and how many results you can produce. Yes, I get it, you're probably thinking. But how can I get these first clients? It's as simple as employing the third approach to lessen the client's risk, lowering the price. This phrase can be used literally. I understand my competitors would normally offer you higher rates, but here's the thing. I am extremely confident in my ability to give great outputs, and as you can see from my sample work, I have the necessary experience. I'm currently seeking client feedback and testimonials. Therefore, I reduce the price to invite you to leave me an excellent feedback at the end of our project, if I deserve it. Just keep in mind that your purpose with your first 2 or 3 clients is not to make money. Your goal is to obtain the feedback and testimonials that you require to acquire a particular level of credibility. The problem is that most individuals are unwilling to do this because they have large egos. But here's the truth. The market determines your true worth. There's a reason why no one believes you. Why should they? After all, you have no prior experience, no feedback, and nothing to show for it. That's why you should make a small sacrifice at first and exceed the client's expectations as much as possible. There are a lot of different ways in finding clients. First, while freelancing websites are fantastic, there are other approaches you can take, such as using LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a social media platform for professionals, entrepreneurs, and anybody else looking to make money or establish connections. It's great for viewership and is essentially a free marketing tool, similar to TikTok. But it's also a good way to meet new individuals who may potentially become partners or clients. You will have more clients than you can handle if you analyze your approach and try not to be pushy, selly, or spammy. That is your goal. Another is cold outreach. It is the process of reaching out to people in sales. Cold means that you are sending emails, texts, or possibly making cold phone calls to people you have no previous contact with. In sales, the contrast between cold and warm is rather straightforward. Warm leads are people who know who you are, what you do, and what you sell. They're almost ready to buy, but they have some reservations, which you must address before proceeding with the sale. Cold leads are individuals who don't know who you are or what you sell. Perhaps they are unaware that they require your product. So, cold outreach is one of the most aggressive and controversial strategies available. But hey, I don't care if you like it or not, if done correctly, it just works. And pretty much anyone can do it if they have a sales script and a lot of drive. Another one is freelancing. It is perhaps the simplest technique and we highly encourage it. When you obtain your first clients and start earning money, it's time to expand. Get more clients that you can handle. Do you understand the concept of supply and demand? It's a finance and economics paradigm that governs the whole country, including stock markets, real estate, and practically any product and service you can think of. The rule is simple. If something is in high demand with limited supply, its price will rise. For example, if you're offering copywriting services and you have more clients but have limited time to handle everything in one day, you can raise your pricing. This way, you can increase your profitability while filtering out clients with lower budgets but keeping those who can pay a higher fee. Still with me? Good. You must remember one thing to get to this point. Most business owners and freelancers only hunt for clients when they are desperate. That's not how it works in real life. Sometimes, the more desperate you are for something, the more difficult it will be to obtain it. To solve this, simply ensure that you are not in a desperate situation. To do that, you have to be on the hunt for new clients at all times, even when your schedule is already filled. After all, you're not the only one who's trying to be a freelancer. Now, imagine after 5 months, you've already started your journey towards your ideal lifestyle, and now you already have a consistent and large cash flow from your passive income. You're now ready to hire your first A team. Your aim would be to assemble remote staffs to work for you. Your goal is to allocate tasks to your team while keeping a portion of the earnings. All you have to do from then on is keep track of progress and choose who will work on what. After a while, you might even hire someone to manage the staff so that you don't have to do anything. However, I would personally keep an eye on the team for a set period of time. The guideline is I will micromanage you until I can completely trust you. You must be equipped with proper skills in order to find a suitable team who will be willing to go to battle for you. For example, if you're a copywriter seeking team members, you should interview as many people as possible. Before you choose them, you must be completely convinced that they know what they're doing and will not tarnish your company's name with poor service and no results. Once your team is up and running, there are no boundaries. If you have too many clients, simply employ a new freelancer. Delegate the job and you're done. Does that make sense? Good. Before we wrap up today's video, I'd like to ask you guys if you've already chosen a skill that you want to utilize for your passive income. If yes, can you share it with us by writing it down in the comment section down below and tell us why you have chosen such a skill. Thank you for watching this Thrive-tastic video. So if you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this awesome Thrive-tastic video for you to watch next.